to Uncensored and Untold, episode 4? I think so. In this vid, we'll be discussing the whole points of friendships and trust and relationships, who to trust in a relationship, how to trust, same goes for friendship, and any advice to people that are down on their luck when it comes to people getting to like them. Now, the first one I want to start is with relationships. Now, relationships are a sort of thing where some can be planned, some can be forced upon, and some could happen out of the blue. Now, when we come out of a bad relationship, whether we've been abused or cheated or, mind games have been played, afterwards we feel like we can't do any better. We feel like, everything's against us. We feel like we're not good enough for everyone. It's not true. Everyone is good enough for someone at the end of the day. And I think our exes all make us believe that we're pathetic, we're ugly, no one will love us, no one will be with us. But that's not true. Now, people will tell you the bullshit story of you have to first love yourself before anybody can love you. Well, anyone that says that to you, tell them they can go fuck themselves. And if they want to love themselves so much, they can go whack off to some porn. At the end of the day, it's not us that is the problem. It's the people that come into our lives and manipulate us and play games with us. They tell us, oh, you're really good looking. I really like you. I wouldn't mind dating you. We should catch up. It starts off like that. But 9 out of 10 times, the moment they say that, they don't plan of catching up with you. So when you do get that 1 out of 10 and they do catch up with you, when it comes to a woman, she obviously targets a guy that's down on his luck. So she will make sure that what's the word I'm trying to say here? He's vulnerable, so anything the girl says to him, he's just going to think that the girl loves him and likes him. So the girl will play at that. The girl will be like, oh, you're such a good looking bloke. I'm glad you chose me to, hang out with me. And hey, the guy might even get a kiss and a cuddle and maybe a root. But eventually, after a while, the girl's going to be like, can you buy me this? Can you, shout me such and such money? Or can you give me a drive here? And they'll start playing the guy. And the guy will be played a fool. And unfortunately, after the woman gets tired with the guy, they ditch him. And I can speak from experience that's happened to me for the last year and a half. It's these fucking druggies that come into my life, and the single mothers that all they want to do is use and abuse me. As I've mentioned on a story on here before, a while back, after being with that person, I don't want to date ever again. That person's complete me through and off. That person was definitely not good enough for me. My best friend was saying to me the other day, Andre, you're not the problem. You've got everything a girl wants in life. They should be the ones that try to, impress you, get you to like them. What my friends say to me that I'm too nice for my own good. I sadly accept people for who they are. So these bad druggies come into life. And it's funny because these druggies, all they want to do is fucking get high every night and get drunk. That's their life. And when they complain they've got nobody, they don't realize when they look around them, it's their attitude towards people. Now, everybody in life deserves to be loved and treated right. I can't say that for the 6 years that I was with my fiance, it was perfect. I think the problem with that in itself is because if her family didn't interfere, we'd never have one argument or one fight. I don't think my ex realized that all the problems, the arguments and the fighting were because of her family and her parents. It was never anything against each other. I loved her, she loved me. But when she said to me that if we ever broke up, I wouldn't do any better than her, she was right on that stage, because there hasn't been anyone since her, which is why I haven't rushed to be in a relationship. But then people, especially girls, will say, yeah, I like you, Andre, you're a good looking bloke, but I'm not ready for a relationship. Nobody's ready for a relationship after they've broken up with someone. The fact that some people after 3 months can move on is bullshit. I aimed that at someone. When you get into a relationship with someone, after being with someone for a long time, 3 months, please. We all listen to our friends about some relationship advice. All our friends want us to be happy. All our friends say, we can do better in partners and all that. And at the end of the day, when it comes to friendships or relationships, it's up to the individual what he wants or she wants. When you're in a relationship, as long as you and that person are happy, it doesn't matter what their parents think. It doesn't matter what their family thinks. It doesn't matter what their friends think. It's nobody's business. A relationship is based on two people. And those two people alone can make the decision. And if there's outside interference, and one person in that relationship's letting outside interference cost her relationship, then that person's never going to be happy for the rest of their life. I believe when it comes to friends, a friend that truly respects and cares about you will never ask you for money, never ask you to buy them stuff. They will always be there for you. They will show nothing but love and compassion for you back. That's what a real friend does. A real friend, at 3 a.m. would be like, hey, are you okay? Now, there's 24 hours in a day, and I've said this in a lot of vids. If your friend doesn't have the decency to message you and say, hey, how you going? I care about you. I miss you. I love you. Is there anything I can do for you? If they can't even do that, they're not true friends. Because 24 hours in the day, even if you work full-time and you're a full-time mother, you got 5 minutes at least to respond to a message. I find that crap. I find that crap about friends that can't get back to people. That's crap. Now, never pass judgment on someone you don't know. There are people that have issues with me that I don't even know who they are. I had a message on a friend's Facebook today. Never met the guy, never heard of him, don't know. But he's like, this is why you're single. You'll always be single because it's why you make stupid YouTube vids. And it's like, wait, Tick, who the fuck is this guy? And if you're watching, who the fuck are you? I believe women especially make up excuses when it comes to guys liking them because they don't want to get hurt. They'll use excuses like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship, or I don't know if I'm ready. You're a nice guy, but I don't know, like, if I want that. I have to focus on myself and all that. And it's like, why don't you just tell the guy you're not interested in him straight out? Or if you are interested in him, say to the guy, hey, I think you're a good bloke. I think, if I was ready to date, I would be with you. That's all you gotta say. People judge, sadly, people don't like same-sex marriage. People don't like relationships that are the same gender. Those people are pathetic. In life, it doesn't matter if we love the same gender. It doesn't matter if we are women that dress up as men or men dressing up as a woman. No one has a right to judge others. Every relationship is unique and beautiful. You could have a skinny guy with a bigger girl, like my ex. You could have a big guy with a skinny girl. You could have two big people. You could have two skinny people. You could have an Asian and an Australian. You could have a Chinese man and a Greek woman. Like, we can't help who we fall in love with. But never should we shut ourselves off to loving someone ever again just because we've been hurt or we're going through mental issues, because we all have mental issues. Mental health is a real thing. I go through it every day. My friends go through it. But we can't let our past decide what our future's going to be. If someone, whether you're male or female, is treating you right and they care about you and you know that they've been through a lot, why not give them a chance? I'm not saying go fuck the shit out of them. I'm not saying, go into a relationship with them. All I'm saying is meet up with them. Have a coffee. Have a cuddle at the beach. I don't know. But just give him a fucking chance. Why is it that the guy opens his heart out and he opens up to the female, but she doesn't care? She can't even give him an I care about you back as a friend. That's selfish. We live in a fucking society right now that's so fucked. We have women that are fucking whores that just go from men to men. We have fucking stoners that, you know, all they want to do is get fucking high and drunk every night, which is fucking disgusting. Those people are what's wrong with society. These women that all they want to do is get drunk and get fucking stoned every night, they wonder why they're fucked in the head. They wonder why they can't hold a relationship. And when they do find a decent guy like me, the first thing they start doing is asking for money. Asking to buy them stuff, drive them around, use me. The last person I dated was a fucking disgusting piece of shit. And I learned the hard way. People want me, you know, get the fuck away from that psycho. Get the fuck away from people like that. But because I am who I am, I give everyone a chance. You know, the fact that, number one, if you're a single parent, your kid's supposed to come first. You don't put them in any danger whatsoever. So by you doing drugs, smoking, drinking, inviting randoms to your house, that's not a good environment for a little one. So it's alright for you girls to go and grab guys from random places and fuck them. So you're bringing home a different guy every night, and your partner, your kid is seeing that. What kind of life is that for the kid? Seeing different guys come and go. Why not you find a decent guy and be with it? But you know, it's funny because these druggies and these people that get drunk and, you know, smoke marijuana, they usually end up with someone just like them. They'll never find decent guys like me. What they do is, when they are single, they find guys like me, they leech off them, they use them and abuse them, then they get rid of them, then they spread shit about them, and the guy never gets his to tell his side of the story. And I think that's wrong. It's fucking disgusting what women do to guys. See, at the end of the day, a woman can just go to and be like, post on Facebook or Twitter or whatever and go, I need some male company tonight. Bang, 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 bang. And they'll get their fucking route. A guy will do the same thing. Not only will he get no response, but he'll get abuse for it. It's like when these idiots post on Facebook, anyone know where I can get some green? Anyone know where I can get some da-da-da? And you think, are you fucking serious? You're posting that shit on Facebook. I hope the cops fucking get you and arrest you. And then there's these stupid women that are on Facebook that are in relationships, and then when they get bored, they say, any guys want to hit me up? Any guys want to chat to me or catch up with me? You're in a relationship and you're ditching your partner for another guy, for a random on Facebook. Fuck you. Seriously? What is wrong with women like that? Like, when you're in a relationship, you know, both parties have male and female friends. But if your partner starts adding randoms on Facebook and then starts chatting to them and catching up with them, that's a fucking bad partner. Get rid of them. You don't need that. Why is she adding these randoms? Why is he or she adding these randoms and then meeting up with them? Yeah, that's fucked. I don't like women who do that. They're in relationships. If they don't like what's going on in their current relationship, why are they adding randoms? Catching up with randoms. It's like these women that post on Facebook, oh, they're single, and the guy will add the person, oh yeah, they're single. And then it's like, they suddenly turn around and be like, oh no, I've got a boyfriend, you know. It's like, well, why don't you fucking put that? If you're not ashamed of your relationship, you put in a relationship. If you don't put that, guys are going to add you. And then guys are going to get in trouble talking to you because you didn't put that in. But then there's some that are clearly in relationships, but not in relationships. Why lie to yourself? Why lie to yourself? You know, it's selfish when there are women in relationships and they're still chatting up other guys. They're still asking these guys for money. I know a lot of people on Facebook, they're in relationships and they're like, can I borrow $20 for phone credit or $30 for phone credit? It's like, no, that, you know that girl's going to get more than just 1, 2 people fall for that. Because half the time, it's not even phone credit. It's fucking dope. right? And these girls make their partners look like shit. If this girl is asking for money from other guys, her boyfriend must be a fucking bum. And it's usually the people that are druggies, that fucking, do drugs, stoners, drink every fucking night. These are the people that don't have enough money. These are the people that rather waste money on drugs and alcohol than putting food on the table for their kid. Or, putting away something for a rainy day. Those people are fucking selfish in life. These bums, these stupid stoners, all they want to do is spend their Centrelink money, the government money, on their fucking alcohol. And they think they're so cool because they get drunk every night and get stoned. If that's you, you're a fucking loser. You fucking need help. If that's where you want to live your life, go kill yourself. Go get a really bad drug and kill yourself. Because people like you shouldn't be on this earth. And the last person I date, she knows she's in that case. She absolutely knows it. And all she wants to do is get drunk every night, get stoned, have a go at people, make up some stupid excuses why this person's a bad person. These people hate their own lives, so they target people like me and others to ruin our lives. Well, at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be struggling for money. They're the ones that are going to be living a life of drugs and alcohol. Have your fucking drugs, have your fucking alcohol. Where's that going to get you in life? And it's the worst thing is, it's these single mothers that I've dated that are all stoners, all drunks, and you think, what kind of environment are you bringing up for your kid? They're never going to have a happy life. And it's fucking disgusting. These stoners, these drunks, they're a menace on society. I can't wait till one day they wipe out all the drugs. And you know what? They won't be able to get their fucking drugs. So then they're going to start they're going to probably start experimenting. And one day they're going to experiment on a drug and it's going to kill them. I don't have compassion for that. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this vid. And because I mentioned a certain other vid in this vid, I'm probably going to get more crap from somebody. But I don't really give a fuck. In life, there is more to life than getting fucking drunk and stoned every night. If you want to waste your money on that shit, go right ahead. And don't complain afterwards when your bills are coming up or your rent's coming up and you can't pay for it. I mean, fuck. If you're a parent, you've got to leave behind something for your kids. You got to bring them up in life to do the right thing. And getting stoned and drunk every night is not the right thing to do. And you may think, oh, but marijuana is legal in some countries. Marijuana, it's good for medicinal purposes. Yes, it is. But when you're deliberately abusing it and going stupid every night on it, and you go on your social media and be like, yeah, I'm fucking stoned right now. Man, I'm so fucked. Now, you're just making yourself look bad. Now, you may say, oh, but hang on. You've got vids on your Facebook that, you're drunk. Yeah, I get fucking drunk, but I don't do it every night. I get drunk when I'm fucking depressed because I have people bullying me and abusing me. I get drunk because I'm upset of what my ex is currently doing to me. See, she's not a fucking adult at the end of the day. Right? She never ended the relationship. She never fucking said we're broken up. She never said I fucking hate you, you asshole. Never said that. And the fact that after only 3 months she can move on with another guy, which is not love, it's just stupidity. He's been put in her place just because to get rid of me. The fact that my stupid ex, and I love her to death, honestly, but she's so fucking stupid. It's like Britney Spears. Just until recently, her father controlled her own life. My ex lets her family do the exact same thing. Watch what she spends. Tells her who she can and can't date and who she can and can't be friends with. What a fucking life that is. And the fact that the person she's dating now, every time that they're doing something, her partner's on the phone going, yep, she's here with me, she's here with me. What a fucking life. No freedom. And that's what I feel sorry for my ex for. Not the fact that me and her need to catch up soon and end this properly, peacefully. People say, do you hate your ex? Fuck no. I just don't like the fact that her life has no freedom now. A woman at her age should have her license by now. She should be able to make decisions on her own and be independent. And although I wasn't the perfect partner, 10% of the time for 6 years, that 90% that we were together, we made each other happy. There was love, there was affection, there was so lovely moments. And the other 10% is because of her family getting involved. That's what the argument started. That's how the last argument started, because of her mum. And if you take those scenarios out of the picture, we never would have had an argument or a domestic. It's weird, isn't it? If she wants to be truly happy in life, she won't be able to achieve that until she cuts herself away from her family and be an independent adult. Because they treat her like a child. They treat her like a disability child. But when I look at her as a beautiful adult that has got a lot of passion, a lot of power, a lot of good things about her, that she's not allowed to explore that. She's vulnerable. What me and her did to each other the last time we see each other, that was not called for. That was not right. I think before that should have happened is we both should have seen a counsellor. Would have definitely helped us both. I think we needed to respect each other more and be more open about things. I think I should have married her within the third, fourth year. But I mucked up there. I should have explained to her, yes, I wanted kids, but I was scared at the time to have kids. Because my ex always thought that I didn't want kids or marriage, but that wasn't true. Kind of why, after 6 months of being with her, I put an engagement ring on her finger, because I knew someday I'd marry her. I just wanted it to be a surprise, but, But the kids part, when I saw her, and every time I saw her with a little baby in her hand, I was like, that's going to be a good mother. If she thinks the guy that she's with now is her dream, it's not. And I hope one day she wakes up and realizes what her family and him are doing to her. I hope that one day she has the strength to come here, even if it's like fucking 3 a.m. She rings me up and says, hey, I'm at the gate. I'm here to talk and make peace. And I'll happily drive her back home. Or if she wants me to pick her up, I'll pick her up too. But I'm saying to you guys in relationships, if you do have something special, don't give up on it. Doesn't matter what your family say, your friends say, don't give up on someone that makes you feel alive. And unfortunately, I lost the person. I don't think I could have fought any more for the person I loved, but neither did she. Since then, I've found a new calling in life. I've become everything my ex wanted me to be. But at the same time, even if she became single and she talked to me, it would take a lot of time to make peace with each other. If she said, look, if you really have changed and you're willing to give me a chance, would you take me back? The first thing I would say is, look, I can almost forgive you for what you did to me since we broke up, even though technically we never broke up. But I can't forget it. Like, when you love someone and they hurt you, and there's no apology, there's no ending, there's no, resolution, and it's been going on now for a year and a half, that's a lot to take in. My ex cost me $2,000 for being lazy. When she told people, our mutual friends, that leave it to her, everything will be okay. And after $2,000 in lawyer fees and court costs, I won my case. But it was the fact all she had to do was pick up a phone. If she picked up the phone and made the call, I wouldn't have had to go through all the hell I went through last year. And that's what I want an apology for. I'm not saying I want the $2,000 back, because it was a life's lesson, but I would like an apology at least for her putting me through that. When I first met her, I saw her like a puppet on the strings. They were controlling her. She was the puppet and they were pulling the strings. I came along, bang, there goes all the strings. She's a human, not a puppet. And that's how they treat her. So, for my advice to anyone out there in a relationship, here's the keys. You're allowed to be friends with whoever you want. And if your partner does not like you being friends with certain guys or certain girls, they're not meant to be. A real partner will appreciate you, accept you for who you are, accept you for your baggage, and they'll make you feel like you're the only person that's special in this world. The moment they cheat on you, get rid of them. They're not even worth a second chance, because if they cheated once, they will cheat again. They all say that, oh, but I need another chance. It was a mistake. And no. They cheat once, it means obviously you're not doing something right and they've gone off to someone else. And usually when someone cheats on the person, it's usually a more uglier person, which makes no fucking sense. If you're going to cheat, why not cheat out with someone better looking, not go down? I mean, I had the option myself, and I was with one of my friends, very attractive, skinny blonde, and I didn't do anything. I could have cheated on my ex-fiance every single day of the week for 6 years, but I loved my ex. I was very appreciative of her. It's like you guys don't understand that a lot of my female friends didn't like my ex. They're like, oh, you can do better. And they still to this day go, oh, you can do better than her. She's just a nasty bitch. You can do better than her. But they weren't dating her for 6 years. When I was sick, my ex used to look after me. I was sick as a dog. When my ex was sick, I used to clean the house for her. When she would go out and do a job, she'd come home some nights to a nice clean house. And it was beautiful. It was a good relationship. I think what we always remember from our previous exes, we're very quickly to judge and bring up the bad things about our exes. Oh, they were a cheater. Oh, yeah, they used to hit me. Oh, they used to do this. What else did they used to do? Take you out to dinner? Make you feel special? Say they loved you? You never hear the good stuff. In my 6 years of being with someone, 90% of it was good. You're always going to have arguments and stuff, and I think at the end of the day you've got to respect each other. Like, if something your partner doesn't like, don't bring it up. Don't push for that. If your partner thinks they're right about something and you know clearly they're not, just let it go. But I'm telling you guys this. If you're single as a female and there's a guy really trying to make an effort with you, he's saying he likes you, he's saying you're beautiful, he's been through a lot himself, give the guy a fucking chance. I'm not saying jump into a relationship straight out. I'm just saying you two get together, you have a lovely chat, maybe a little cuddle, and you get to know each other. And if you think that this guy is genuine, start dating him. I just think women are so selfish, clearly blind in some ways, that the man is trying so hard to say, look, we've both got broken hearts. Well, let's put the two broken hearts together, make it one, and then we can be as one. But unfortunately, girls will only think about themselves. They'll make up an excuse like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship, or, you know, I don't know at the moment, or, you know, mental health's not good at the moment. There'll always be an excuse. If the girl actually generally likes you, she'll make an effort with you. Or if the guy generally likes you, he'll make an effort with you. But at the same time, I'm a sort of guy that I make an effort with these people and I get nothing back. And it breaks my heart. So thank you for watching this vid. It's very hard because at the moment my camera's there with the light there and the mic there. Usually I put my camera just there, but for some reason it's not just staying on its fucking thing. So But yeah, I like this kind of lighting in the background. It's pretty romantic. Like I said, if you want to know more about a vid that I mentioned in this vid, it'll be at the end of this vid. It'll be on one of the four corners of the screen. So check it out, and you'll see why I want to be single, and you'll see why I don't want to date because of one certain person. But yes, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all soon. Don't forget, 4 vids now on the four corners screen. Night.